Al-Qaeda's branch in Yemen is claiming responsibility for a huge attack in the capital, one of the deadliest in Sana'a in years. A suicide bombing killed more than 100 people and wounded many others. Yemen's newly elected president, Abdrabbuh Mansour Hadi, says the war on terrorism will continue, quote, until we win, whatever the sacrifices are. Well, Al-Qaeda is exposing just how vulnerable Yemen has become. Fionnuala Sweeney reports on the aftermath of the bombing.
A shocking attack in Yemen's capital, the work of at least one suicide bomber who, disguised in a military uniform, was able to infiltrate the country's central security forces as they rehearsed for Tuesday's National Unification Day celebrations. Body parts were scattered across Sana'a Sabin Square as shaken and confused military men ran to the aid of their fallen colleagues. Ambulances responding to the blast had to cart away 6 to 7 victims apiece.
The soldiers were in their parade. We saw one man in army uniform and wearing an explosives belt. Suddenly we saw the explosion aimed at the 1st Battalion of the military.
It's being called the deadliest single attack ever carried out against Yemeni troops. As forensic investigators scoured the scene for evidence, the political blame game began. How could a site so close to one of the most heavily guarded bases in all of Yemen be targeted in this way? What is known is that this is a huge embarrassment for Yemen's new president, Abdrabbuh Mansour Hadi, who ran for office promising better security for all Yemenis, and who just last month oversaw a huge military shake-up. During his inauguration speech, he promised to do all he could to rid Yemen of Al-Qaeda. Barely a few hours after the attack, several security officials were sacked. But it will take a lot more to convince Yemen's jittery citizens and allies that the situation there is improving.